In this slideshow, we're going to talk about the cultural factors that companies face when they try to do business internationally. We're going to focus on the Hofstede model of culture. We'll use this model to explain differences between cultures. Hofstede was a Dutch anthropologist who spent more than 20 years studying cultures and examining their differences. His model has 4 dimensions, which we'll look at one dimension at a time. The first dimension is power distance. Power distance is the extent to which people accept that power is distributed unequally. Power distance will help us to understand some of the differences that we observe between cultures. Like the other dimensions in Hofstede's model, power distance is measured on a scale from 0 to 100, with 100 being the highest and 0 being the lowest. In cultures with high power distance, people believe there is an order in which everyone has a place. Superiors are inaccessible. Power holders are entitled to privileges. Superiors are different from common people. Older people should be respected. Status is important to show power differences. Powerful people should look as powerful as possible, and taller organizations are more effective. Examples of cultures with high power distance are France, Belgium, and Portugal in Europe, Japan, Korea, China, and India, the Latin American countries, the Arab countries, and the African countries. Note that most of the people in the world, more than 90% of them, live in cultures with high power distance. In cultures with low power distance, people believe inequality in society should be minimized. Superiors should be accessible. All should have equal rights. Superiors are people like me. Older people should not necessarily be respected. Status is not important to show power differences. Powerful people should try not to look powerful, and flatter organizations are more effective. Examples of cultures with low power distance are the USA, Britain, Ireland, the Netherlands, the Scandinavian countries, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. Note that these are northern European countries and former British colonies. The second dimension of the model is uncertainty avoidance. Uncertainty avoidance is the extent to which people feel threatened by uncertainty and try to avoid it. In cultures with high uncertainty avoidance, people believe conflict and competition are undesirable. Consensus is needed to make decisions. Security in life is very important. Laws and rules are necessary. Rituals should be followed in daily behavior. There are absolute truths in science and religion, and experts should be trusted. Examples of cultures with high uncertainty avoidance are France, Belgium, Portugal, and Germany in Europe, Japan, Korea, and China, the Latin American countries, the Arab countries, and the African countries. Note that most of the people in the world live in cultures with high uncertainty avoidance. In cultures with low uncertainty avoidance, people believe conflict and competition are desirable. Dissent is useful for making decisions. People should be willing to take risks. There should be as few laws and rules as possible. Rituals should be avoided in daily behavior. There are no absolute truths in science and religion, and experts should not be trusted. Examples of cultures with low uncertainty avoidance are the USA, Britain, Ireland, the Scandinavian countries, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and India. Note again that these are Northern European countries and former British colonies. The third dimension of Hofstede's model is individualism. Individualism is the extent to which people expect to take care of themselves. In cultures with high individualism, people believe identity is based on the individual. You should fulfill obligations to yourself. You should have autonomy. Individual decisions are better than group decisions. Promotion should be based on your market value. Government and companies should not take care of people. The role of family, clan members, or schoolmates should be negligible in work situations. Examples of cultures with high individualism are the USA, which is the highest in the world by far, Britain, Ireland, France, Belgium, and Italy, the Scandinavian countries, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. Note that these are European countries and former British colonies, representing a relatively small percentage of the world's population, meaning that most people do not live in cultures with high individualism. In cultures with low individualism, people believe identity is based on membership in a group. You should fulfill your obligations to your family, your group, and society. There should be harmony among people. Group decisions are better than individual decisions. Promotion should be based on loyalty and seniority. Government and companies should take care of people. The role of family, clan members, or schoolmates should be important in work situations. Examples of cultures with low individualism are Japan, China, India, the Latin American countries, the Arab countries, the African countries. So most of the people in the world live in cultures with low individualism. The fourth dimension of Hofstede's model is masculinity. Masculinity is the extent to which the dominant values in society are achievement and success. In cultures with high masculinity, people believe you should pursue achievement and success. You should always try to excel. You should live in order to work. Decisiveness is a positive trait. Ego needs always come first. Money is the main measure of value. Big and fast are Examples of cultures with high masculinity are the USA, Britain, Ireland, Germany, Italy, Japan, India, the Philippines, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and Mexico, Argentina, and Venezuela. Note that unlike the other dimensions of Hofstede's model, this one, masculinity, is distributed around the world and not limited to certain regions. In cultures with low masculinity, people believe you should pursue the quality of life. You should always try to serve others. You should work in order to live. Intuition is a positive trait. Affiliation needs always come first. People are the main measure of value, not money. Small and slow are beautiful. Examples of cultures with low masculinity are Scandinavian countries, France, the Netherlands, Spain, Portugal, Korea and China, Brazil, Chile, Peru, Ecuador, and Uruguay, and the African countries. Note that cultures with low masculinity are distributed around the world. One important conclusion we can draw from this analysis is the culture of the USA, with its low power distance, low uncertainty avoidance, high individualism, and high masculinity, is very different from the cultures of the countries where most of the people in the world live. The only countries with cultures like ours are Britain, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. Now take the quiz on this slideshow by clicking on the Quiz on Slideshow icon, which is right below the icon you clicked on to view this slideshow.